Hello everybody, welcome to OTC Fish Keeper, and today I'm coming to you from the Oscar part of the fish room. A few months ago I got a message on one of my Oscar videos asking me how in the world do I keep my Oscars from fighting all the time, how do I keep them happy with each other. And at that point I was feeling pretty cocky because all my life I've thrown Oscars together and I've never once had any problem. I mean, a little bit of lip tugging maybe. The only time I ever had a real problem would be one time I had 3 of them in the same tank and 2 of them decided to pair up, and then they really beat the third guy badly. So it was worse because the third guy was the smaller of the 3. But other than that, I've had no problems whatsoever with Oscars. Until now. I have these Oscars here. I started off with Pumpkin, the biggest of the 3, who's over on this side of what you may notice, the divider. And then I bought these 2. Well, first I bought the smaller one, put them in there, and didn't get along so great. I felt like Pumpkin wasn't really being horribly bad, but she was just so much bigger. I thought maybe I made a bad choice. I figured I'd grow out the small one. Then I saw these 2 getting along with each other so well, and then and closer in size to Pumpkin, so I thought, okay, well, I'll get those 2, and this is going to be great. And I have 3 beautiful albino Oscars in my tank, and it didn't work out like that at all. At first, Pumpkin was picking on everybody. The smallest one here wouldn't even eat, and so I was very concerned about that. So I separated them, keeping these 2 away from Pumpkin. And that worked out for a while, but then all of a sudden these 2 started picking on each other, and the smallest one wouldn't eat, and the biggest one was keeping her pinned down in the corner, and I'm like, so that didn't work. So I took out the smallest one and put her with the little one I had earlier over in this other tank. I'll show you that one in a second. And I thought, okay, well, they seemed okay. The little one was concerned, but this one was ignoring her, so I'm like, okay, it's good. Come down the next day, she beat the living heck out of the little one, ripped all the scales off her side, had her pinned on the bottom. I don't know. So I put her back over here, but before I put her back over here, this one managed to break through the barrier and just tore the heck out of Pumpkin. Even though Pumpkin's the bigger one, Pumpkin's whole nose right now is starting to grow back, thankfully, but her whole nose just got ripped to pieces from fighting with this fish. And she spent all their time at the barrier trying to threaten Pumpkin. Luckily, Pumpkin's eating, they're eating, everybody's eating now, so at least I got them there. So I had to take the smaller one, which was the bigger one in this tank, but the smaller one here, back out, put her back over here. Still weren't getting along. I put the divider up, they all 3 broke through to the same side. That didn't work, so then I managed to get them separated again, and this time they seemed to think, okay, we're going to leave the barrier up because we really don't like each other that much. So much for me being the expert on the Oscars getting along. I don't know what the heck I did wrong here. Now, one option is possibly to cram this tank full of a variety of cichlids where there's too much action for them to really go after each other. The trouble with that is that means I'm going to be cleaning the tank nonstop. And if I'm wrong and they still fight, now I've got a tank full of cichlids that I don't know what to do with. So for now, I'm going to keep them separated and hope that they heal up, because even the winner's mouth is tore up pretty badly. But hopefully get them to heal up, get them better, and then either I'll have to buy some more tanks and separate them all into their own individual tank, which is such a waste of such a nice big 265-gallon tank. Or perhaps I'll have to, maybe when I grow this one out, maybe her and Pumpkin will get along, because they weren't getting along, they weren't having that many problems. It was just the size difference with those 2. And Pumpkin, even though she came out as the aggressor, wasn't the real aggressive one. It was just her territory, or his territory, I'm not sure which. They might all 4 be males for all I know. But he was just kind of coming out saying, hey, this is my house, and then the other fish said, no, I'm taking it, so who knows. So yeah, if you guys got any ideas on anything I might try to make these guys get along better, because all they do is threaten each other through this barrier all the time now. So yeah, if you got any ideas, let me know. But let me show you the other baby over here and take a look at her. Yeah, there she is. Now you can see that just in that one night, just ripped all the scales off her side. Luckily, she is eating again, and as soon as I took the other fish out, she looked happier. So that's I guess that's on me. Although I've been doing this for a very, very long time and never had even this bad a problem. Even whenever the Oscars paired up, and there was a small one in a tank with them, I never had this kind of problem. So yeah, I guess that's on me. I mean, although, I mean, I did catch it the very next morning, but live and learn. Hopefully she lives and I learn. But yeah, I don't have good lighting on this tank, and it's still a little messy. And even whenever I went to take the other one out of this tank, normally they run from the net and hide from the net, but she was not running and hiding. She was still threatening this little girl here. So yeah, who knows? I might just be buying some more tanks here for all these guys. Hopefully they all get better soon. So yeah, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and until next time, keep having fun. I'll let you know how this turns out.